Bridget Bartlett here. I am the CEO and founder of Vision Marketing and Design.com. And today we are live inside of my training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, today what we're going to talk about, and hopefully I can clarify, when you first start with HighLevel, it can be so overwhelming because you're trying to think, okay, what is the difference between like Mailgun and SMTP? And how do I, do I even need Mailgun? How does this all work? What's the difference between Mailgun and like an email autoresponder? Do I need an email autoresponder? These are all questions that you have when you first sign up for HighLevel. And so I want to clarify that today. First of all, if you don't know what HighLevel is, you can click the link in the description to create a free 14-day trial, or you can go to highlevel.visionmarketinganddesign.com. So what we're going to talk about today is the email autoresponder, Mailgun, or other services like Mailgun, and using the SMTP. Okay, so again, I just want to clarify that. Let me go ahead. We're going to just jump right into the training here. So here we go. So to use an example, I actually used to use GetResponse before switching to HighLevel. So I just wanted to show you basically how an average email autoresponder breaks down their packages, okay? So the email autoresponder, like GetResponse, what they're going to do is basically have a server, and you're going to share that server, and you're going to connect your SMTP or maybe, a TXT record or something like that, or an MX, to connect your professional email address. And when you connect it to GetResponse, then you're able to send emails from your professional email address, okay? So that's the basic way that any email autoresponder, you can use GetResponse or, any of them. Actually, you don't need it in HighLevel, but they're basically all the same. Okay, so they're going to charge you per contact, and you can see that it really adds up. So 100,000 contacts to be run through GetResponse is going to be $475.60. All right, but you get unlimited automations, which we already have in HighLevel anyway. Paid webinars, we don't have a webinar system in HighLevel, but you can use Zoom if you need to, or any other system. You're limited to 5 team members. With HighLevel, you can add unlimited team members. It does have e-commerce features, but honestly, when I was with GetResponse, I never ever used that. It's real easy anyway to just connect a link. If you really wanted to send them directly to a link inside your email, I never really saw the point of that. And then, of course, they have, push notifications, which again, we have already, and unlimited funnels, which we have in HighLevel as well. So you can see that this is really incredibly expensive. Now, one of the things that they don't offer is the ability to verify emails. Okay, that's usually an additional system, and they usually charge you per credits. And verifying emails basically just make sure that it's an actual real email. Okay, so what the system will do is it'll allow you to create triggers and sequences and all of this stuff. And this is what you're paying for. This software is the ability to basically manage your emails. Okay, so this is one alternative, and it's typically before finding HighLevel, it was the choice that I made, right? Because it's easy, the software is trusted, and all of that, and most of us do go with that. But when you're an agency owner with HighLevel, or you're just wanting to use the SMTP and you want to really manage the delivery rates of your emails, like when you're using a system like GetResponse or the previous platform we were using, you don't have the ability to really like get your own dedicated server or your own dedicated IP address, or to really manage and see in the dashboard what is, you can get like, seedless, where it will basically track, how many emails are landing in the inbox and all of that. But as far as I know, GetResponse doesn't do that. That's something in addition to the typical email autoresponder, plans. So, moving on to Mailgun. So, Mailgun is basically the step down from the autoresponder with all the same features. Okay. So, Get Response would be like the easiest to understand, the most powerful, and most expensive. Okay. If you're using a system like Mailgun, what it's going to do is basically take your typical SMTP email, right? So it's going to take your domain and it's going to create a system with analytics. Okay, so basically, when you connect your domain to Mailgun, what you're doing is creating basically a backend like Get Response. Okay, but you're also going to have additional features. So if you're someone who's like, look, I'm sick and tired of dealing with all of these email autoresponders and basically having no control over my emails or having very limited control, Mailgun is the perfect solution for you. Also, it is much, much cheaper. So you can see here, it's $35 a month for 50,000 emails. Okay. So, do you need Mailgun to use HighLevel? Absolutely not. Okay. What you can do is just use, like I use Bluehost. Okay. So this would be your SMTP. Now I can use Bluehost. I can create a professional email. Okay. So all I need to do in Bluehost is I'm just going to go to emails and I'm going to go to the domain that I want to create an email for. So maybe let's just say I wanted to create an email for bridgetbartlett.com. Okay, so this would be my domain that I've purchased inside Bluehost, and you can purchase your emails and your professional emails and your domains anywhere you want to, but I just happen to use Bluehost for everything. So if I wanted to create my professional email, I would just click here and then create my email and for the domain that I want to use and my password, and then I could, from that point, I could send and receive emails using my SMTP. Okay, so all I need to do once I create this, it will create that information, and then if you don't know how to gather that, you can contact your support wherever your emails are. All right, so that would be SMTP, and it will work fine, and you will not have to pay for credits. And I know with Bluehost, I can send 90,000 emails a day. So if I'm just using SMTP, I don't have to pay for anything. I'm just paying my typical, like you can see with Bluehost here, I have infinity professional emails that I can create. So I can send emails, I can create professional emails, I can do all of that using my SMTP. Okay, so once I get that, all I need to do now is just go to my dashboard in the settings, and I'm going to click here for SMTP. And I'm going to go to add service, and then I want to just choose that here. So you can choose any of these and basically log in. Or if you're using an additional service, you just need to enter that here and then save, and then you'll be able to send and receive through your HighLevel dashboard using that professional email address. Okay. The downfall of this, while it is free and that's awesome, the downfall though is that how are you going to know at that point how many emails are landing in the spam folder, how many are landing in the inbox, how many are bouncing, how many are not getting opened, how many are getting clicked. And those are all things that you really, if you are focusing especially on email marketing, or you're doing this for clients or anything like that, you really want some type of a system. Now, it does make more sense to use Mailgun, because you can actually verify the email addresses. It integrates with HighLevel. So there are some things, you can use any service that you want to, but there are some things that because it integrates with HighLevel, that's just easier. So, like I said, you can use whichever one you want to, but this is actually the one I chose because I'm all about easy, right? So one cool thing here is you can get a dedicated IP address. Okay, so this is really what's going to empower you to really control the delivery and have a lot more flexibility when it comes to your emails and tracking things and all of that. Okay, so let me kind of show you. I can't show you everything inside here, but I did want to kind of show you how to set this up for your HighLevel account. Okay, so first of all, you want to go to, and you can see here that you have a lot of advanced capabilities that on some email autoresponders you don't have. So really, you're getting, if you're using Mailgun, you're getting a lot more control than you would like GetResponse, and it's going to be cheaper, right? But of course, it's not free. So you have free SMTP with no analytics. Then you have Mailgun, which is a little bit more expensive, but you have basically, I don't want to say unlimited potential, but you really have opened the door to a lot of possibilities that you don't have using GetResponse, which is a little bit more user-friendly, but you're limited with the things that you can do, okay? So if we are, let's start from the very beginning. Let's say we've purchased this domain through Bluehost, and now we want to connect the domain to Mailgun. Okay, so what I want to do is, and it says right here, recommend using a subdomain with Mailgun like mg.mydomain.com. Okay, so if let me go choose a another domain here. Actually, I need one that has an email address. So we'll see. So what I want to do is, let's say I'm going to use Bridget Bartlett. So I'm just going to do mg.bridgetbartlett.com. Okay. And then, of course, domain region. Do you want to US or European nations? So you can choose here. Do you want to choose a shared IP or do you want a dedicated IP? Okay, so if you really want to ensure that you're having total control, you want a dedicated IP, but it does cost more. Okay, so if you're on this foundation plan, and then it says foundation 100K and up. Okay, so you have to have this this plan here to have a dedicated IP. But if that's not something that you need, you can just click here, and then we're going to click on add domain. Okay, so when you add the domain, you're going to get a lot of settings here, and you need to take these settings back to Bluehost. Okay, but it looks very intimidating, and it's really not that hard. Okay, so let's go now to Bluehost. I'm going to scroll down to bridgetbartlett.com, and I want to go to DNS. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do exactly what it says here, okay? So I need to add a TXT record with this host name and this value, okay? So I'm going to go my domains, and I'm going to go to add record. And then let's go back here, and it says it's a TXT record, so TXT. And then I'm going to copy this because this is going to be my host domain. So what I'm actually doing is creating a subdomain of bridgetbartlett.com, and it's going to be MG. Okay, so Mailgun. So I'm going to go back here, and there is my host record. So I'm just going to paste that there. And it says enter this value. So I'm just going to click here to copy. I'm going to go back here, TXT value, and paste. Now, you don't really need to know what this is. It has to do with propagation. I always choose 4 hours because it's faster. Now I'm going to click save. Okay, now I'm going to just go to the next one. So we're going to add another TXT record. So I'm going to go back to TXT, add record. Now I'm going to copy this. This is my host name. So I'm just going to copy, and then host record. I'm going to paste. And then I'm going to go back here, and it says to enter this value. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click here and Control-V to paste. And we'll go ahead and choose 4 hours again and save. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do through this whole list. Okay, so now we have the next one. This one is going to be an MX record. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back here. Let's look for MX record. There we go. I'm going to add the record. And this one is a little bit different. So it says priority 10. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to change this 0 to 10. And then we have a host record. So you see here, host record. And then it says points to. So I'm going to enter this value. I'm going to copy that, go back here, and we're going to paste. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose 4 hours again and save. So I'm going to go now to the next one. I'm going to copy. And I'm going to go to add another MX record. So this is all within that same domain. We're not changing any of that. So again, we're going to change the priority to 10, just like it told us to. I'm going to click Control V to paste my host name. And now we need this value for this one here. So I'm just going to Control V to paste. We'll change this to 4 and save. All right, so now going down to the next one, now we need a CNAME, okay, because we're actually creating email.mg.bridgetbartlett.com. Okay, so I'm going to go to CNAME now. So look for CNAME. There we go. I'm going to go to Add Record, and I'm going to click Control V to paste. And there's mailgun.org. So I'm going to copy, and I'm going to do points 2. And we'll go ahead and add 4 hours and save. Okay, so that's all you need to do to connect your domain to Mailgun. So now I'm going to click Verify checking DNS records. So it's what it's going to do. And usually, and it says right here, once you make the above DNS changes, it can take 24 to 48 hours for those changes to propagate. We will email you once your domain is verified. So you could actually sit here and do this, which sometimes I have done. True confessions. But you can see already this first one has been verified. Okay, so once you have done that, now what's going to happen is Mailgun is going to pull in the analytics from this domain, okay? So I could go back now to Bluehost and I could create email addresses like info@bridgetbartlett.com, email@bridgetbartlett.com, Bridget Bartlett at bridgetbartlett.com, support. I could create all of these emails and it's going to track those for me because it's taking the information from the domain. Okay, so that is basically how and why you would want to integrate Mailgun. Okay, so if you want to basically analyze your email traffic. Okay, so hopefully that has clarified a few things. Let me check the. I see lots of hellos. Hello, Frankie. Hello, Karen. Hello, Blessed Danny. Hello, Edison. How are you? Hello, Valerie. Okay, so this is, let me go back to my camera. So basically that is the gist of how do you, choosing the SMTP, using Mailgun, or, just using like an email autoresponder. Why would you use an email autoresponder when you have all of this capability inside of your HighLevel account? So again, if you want to try HighLevel, you can click the link in the description and you will actually get a free membership if you use my link into my agency. So definitely check that out. I have all of my bonuses listed there and everything. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow, which is actually our Friday Q&A. So if you are a member, make sure to click the Team Vision link in your dashboard and click on the Zoom link because you can join me and ask any questions. So I love Friday Q&A because that's when all the team is there. And then I get to actually see your faces and get the feedback and stuff. So I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.